Oh, look, it's upside down drawn.
I might not be. We've been trying to film this review
All I know is that I can't zoom out, so I hope it's really good.
of Hacksaw Ridge
It's
a
really,
couple
really,
times. But it's okay, the viewers don't need to know our technical difficulties.
No, but like, it's right in your face.
Well, that's okay. My face is quite happy to be, like, there.
How was Hacksaw Ridge, the movie?
I think this movie speaks to our time when people are allowed to get into a conflict, whether it be verbal or physical, and let their values actually define how they actually do well or not. And this guy, Desmond Dawes, he's definitely someone that we need now. Like, there's so many horrible business people becoming presidents.
But can you tell us a bit about the movie?
I am, I'm just framing it.
Oh, okay,
But yeah, I think the most poignant thing for me is that he actually saved a Japanese guy from being like left to die. Like, he's running around in this tunnel after having like, should we go down that way? He's running around in this tunnel after he's just got away from some Japanese soldiers. And he finds this guy around the corner who's obviously like Japanese, and he's like wounded, and he thinks I should help him, you know. So I thought that was quite poignant. And,
it's basically set in World War II, and he signs up as a soldier and says that he wants to be a soldier, but he wants to be a medic, and he won't touch a gun, and everyone takes piss out of him. And yeah, I just thought I'd let them know that, because
no, it's a spoilers review. It's probably watched by people who've only seen the movie. Yeah, I'm not doing a general review.
Know?
Well, because I'm going to put spoilers review in the title.
Wow.
Because let's face it, I'm not like doing some like hectic review from some like big well-known media blogs. If I put spoilers, then people will probably want to check it out if they've seen it. So yeah.
So out of 10, what would you rate it?
Oh, good question. I felt quite inspired by the fact that he stuck by his guns, no pun intended. So yeah, I think I'll give it an 8. Yeah.
Sweet. And performance-wise?
Well, I liked Hugo Weaving's character, like he was playing his father, father of Desmond, and yeah, he's got a problem when it comes to how he's dealt with the country kind of forgetting who he is as a soldier. He walks in and he's like, you know, you saw that scene where he's trying to get into his son's like court-martial, and they don't really give him enough respect. Like, he's got like the old uniform there, he's got a good reason to be there, and they're saying, well, you're not part of the military anymore. And I thought that was unnecessarily harsh, considering the circumstances and what it maybe took for him to get there, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
So
that scene was really powerful, actually.
Yeah, I think so.
And the praying scene.
Yeah.
That was just funny.
Like, he's totally got all the men enthralled with his actions, you know. He hasn't had to pick up a single weapon or kill anyone. It's a gay porn movie? Huh?
Nothing.
So, it was cool that he had everyone getting behind him, and I think it actually inspired them to fight even harder. To an extent, they kind of give this really scary mythology to the Japanese before they even go on the Hacksaw Ridge. All the men that have come down from there have been like suggesting that, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm trying to tell. What am I looking at? Anyway, they were like trying to scare the new soldiers from going up there, or at least let them know what the threat is like. And it's because the Japanese are fighting really hard. They've got proper conviction, whereas the Americans...
I'm right up in your face, that's why I'm kind of moving away.
Arguably, the Americans had less of an idea as to why they were there. But when they have like this totem of hope being Desmond Dawes, kind of like saving, 75 men? Yeah, then, you know, they've got even more of a brotherhood kind of aesthetic.
He's such a legend.
Yeah, you know, it was a good touch. Having the real montage at the end, showing you like, you know, all the souls. I'm not crying. I mean, I love the movie. I just got something in my eye. But no,
that's what they all say.
I just thought it was quite beautiful how they didn't shy away from the fact that it was based on a true story, and I'd like to know what parts were kind of amped up for the action, and
probably the bit where he like flicked away a grenade with his bare hand.
Yeah, and then he kicks the grenade into the...
and then he does like a little barrel roll in the air.
Yeah, I'd like to think that didn't happen, because that's just fucked up. If he did that, then the dude's insane.
There was another bit I'm trying to remember that I'm like... Oh, I thought the bit where he poured the water into the guy's eyes, he thought he was blind.
Yeah,
that was good. But then actually it turns out that's true.
Yeah, that actually happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
True. All right, yay! What would you give out of 10? Unseen Maxine.
Sorry, I just thought, shall I show myself in my hood? I don't know.
We'll end it with you walking away. We won't actually see your face.
No.
No. I mean, we won't actually see.
David. Really emotional. Yeah, I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. Like I was pleased, and like considering that there's quite long action like war scenes of just them on the battlefield, which I'm not really into.
Yeah, that's
it was
true.
really, really well done. Like it's really shocking, obviously, and it makes you. Well, it just kind of brings to light how intense it must have been to be on the battlefield and like what the men had to go through.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, considering there was all of that, I would normally kind of lose interest and start thinking about like parks and swings and stuff. But no, he actually kept. I think his persistence into saving people and like the fact that there's a love interest at the beginning and the fact that it's a true story. I think it was well done, and yeah, we were saying like it's got a good pace. Like the plot develops pretty quickly, and like so you're not bored. You're not looking at your watch, even though it's like 2 hours long. So yeah, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Plus Andrew Garfield's pretty cute in his little soldier uniform, like all muddy.
The cinematography was great. You know when like at the end and like they've got him on the stretcher.
Oh yeah, that, and they panned underneath.
Yeah, and then it's like God
powerful.
is accepting him into heaven.
I know, but I thought that it was one part I didn't like about the fact that it panned underneath. I was like, is he still moving? I couldn't tell if he was just being quite hoisted in the air just to hang out on the stretcher.
I think
that's quite a minor point.
No, it's quite interesting actually, because I went into the movie knowing that he survives, but you went into it thinking, is he going to get out alive?
Well, thank God he didn't die, because that was it's already really, really sad. Like it's pretty powerful seeing what they had to go through and like seeing all the soldiers' reactions and like how everyone's acting, like how intense it was.
Yeah.
If he died as well. And it's sad because it's uplifting. Well, no, it's moving how humane he is. Like there are not people like that very often.
Yeah.
Ever. Especially men. Sorry, but.
Alright, before we kill half the audience off, thank you for watching. Keep watching the channel for rock and roll, because that's what we normally put on it, but we just thought, fuck it, we just show my face. Sorry. Yeah, what are you doing?